Disclaimer: this video content has only been available for informational and educational purposes. The information in this video is not intended to substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always seek the advice of your physician or other qualified health providers with any questions you may have regarding a medical condition. Never disregard professional medical advice or delay seeking it because of something you have seen in this video. We aren't going to sugarcoat this. To maintain a healthy lifestyle after 50, you should focus on two things: increasing your intake of nutrient-rich foods like berries, leafy greens, whole grains, and lean proteins, and decreasing your intake of unhealthy foods that can clog your arteries or make it easy to gain weight. Eating sugar has been proven to impact our health negatively, so we must be mindful of how much sugar we consume. However, declaring certain foods off limits might not be the best approach, as this can often make us crave them even more. Instead, try to focus on the long-term effects of sugary foods on our health and make the decision accordingly. The importance of food in each of our lives cannot be overstated. Consuming food is not only necessary to maintain our lives, but also plays a vital role in the culture that we have developed. Celebrating significant life events is frequently accompanied by a lavish meal, whether a wedding cake or a birthday cake, a stunning holiday spread with family, or a simple lunch with friends. Who among us doesn't get excited about a delicious meal? But as you become older, you could develop new dietary routines. After being diagnosed with an allergy or another disease, you can be required to adhere to a specific diet. In addition, as time passes, changes in one's life may make buying and cooking regular meals more challenging. One element, however, will remain constant: the significance of maintaining a nutritious diet. It's possible that you already know which foods should be a part of a healthy diet, but are you aware of which foods should be avoided? As you age, it's essential to focus on your diet and eliminate certain foods that may be harmful. Here are 6 examples of items you should either cut down on or avoid eating altogether in no particular order. Number 1. Refined sugar. If you add 3 to 4 teaspoons of sugar to your coffee every morning and feel like you can't live without it, then it's time for a change. Studies show that refined sugar is the most harmful to the human body. The harmful effects of refined sugar extend far beyond weight gain. Sugar is a leading contributor to chronic disease and premature aging. People who eat a lot of sugar often look older than their years. The external manifestations are just the tip of the iceberg. Internally, sugar causes inflammation, which contributes to aging and increases our risk for chronic diseases. Did you know that cardiovascular problems like heart attacks and strokes are responsible for more than half of all deaths worldwide? For a long time, cholesterol was thought to be the primary dietary cause of these conditions. But recent studies have downplayed the role of cholesterol, and experts now believe that sugar is the primary culprit. Sugar causes rapid spikes in blood sugar levels, which can lead to atherosclerosis, the formation of cholesterol plaques and blood clots. A reasonable question to ask at this point will be if it is possible and advisable to get rid of sugar in our diet altogether. Unfortunately, this is almost impossible because sugar is most likely added during production, no matter what we purchase from the store. Even simple items such as canned beans contain trace amounts of sugar. There seems to be nowhere to hide from it, but studies have shown that consuming 1 ounce of sugar daily is safe for human consumption. Though difficult, cutting out sugar entirely is the best option. However, 1 ounce a day is still considered good. Though we can consume up to 30 grams of sugar per day without harm, it is ideal for reducing that amount to 0 if possible. So try to reduce your sugar intake, and when you do, have something sweet, savor it slowly, and appreciate the taste. Don't let it be an addiction. In conclusion, sugar can take a toll on your health, and it is essential to stay aware of that. Overeating sugar can lead to weight gain and chronic diseases. To stay fit and healthy, it is vital to reduce our intake of refined sugars as much as possible. So, if you are over 50, watch your sugar intake and maintain a healthy diet for optimal health. Number 2. Processed foods. Processed foods are loaded with salt, sugar, and unhealthy fats. Generally speaking, it is best to avoid them altogether as they provide little nutrition and are often high in calories. Processed foods can also contain preservatives and additives like monosodium glutamate or MSG, which have been linked to inflammation and increased risk of chronic disease. As we age, our bodies become more sensitive to these unnatural ingredients, which should be avoided if you want to stay healthy past 50. If you decide to indulge in something processed, just make sure it's a once-in-a-while thing, or simply opt for healthier alternatives such as frozen vegetables or canned fruits that don't contain added sugar. Number 3. Reduce caffeine intake. Caffeine is a stimulant that can give you an energy boost or help you focus. Still, too much of it can lead to jitters, insomnia, and other health issues. As we age, our bodies become more sensitive to the effects of caffeine, so it's essential to reduce your intake if you are over 50. For optimal health, limit caffeine consumption to no more than 200 milligrams daily, or about 2 cups of coffee. If possible, try switching from coffee to herbal tea, as this will provide some of the same benefits without adding creams and sugars. Herbal teas are also rich in antioxidants, which can help protect against many chronic diseases. In conclusion, reducing caffeine intake is a great way to stay healthy after age 50. It's essential to be aware of how much caffeine you consume and stick to the recommended limit. And if possible, opt for herbal teas, which can provide similar benefits without the potential health risks of too much caffeine. Number 4. Flour. Flour, predominantly white and processed flour, is high in simple carbohydrates, which can cause a spike in blood sugar levels. This can lead to an increased risk of diabetes and other chronic diseases. As we age, our bodies become less able to process these foods, so it's crucial to reduce or eliminate them from your diet if you are over 50. Instead of processed white flour, opt for whole grain flours such as wheat and oat, which contain more fiber and nutrients. These flours can help slow down the release of glucose into the bloodstream, preventing those spikes in blood sugar levels that can cause health issues later on. Additionally, they are also much better for overall digestion. To summarize, it is best to abstain from processed flour and sugars after 50. Opt for whole grain flour replacements like wheat or oats, as they will provide more nutrients and fiber and aid in better digestion. By making this switch, you can help reduce your risk of diabetes or other chronic diseases. Number 5. High sodium instant meals. High sodium instant meals are located with salt, preservatives, and artificial ingredients that can harm your health. High sodium foods can cause increased bloating, water retention, high blood pressure, and stroke risk. As we age, our blood pressure naturally rises due to aging effects, making it even more critical to reduce our sodium intake after 50. Instead of reaching for those high sodium instant meals, opt for fresh or frozen vegetables, as they are much lower in sodium and provide plenty of vitamins, minerals, and fiber, all essential nutrients for staying healthy past 50. Additionally, adding spices such as garlic powder or curry powder to your meals is a great way to add flavor without adding extra salt. Therefore, it's essential to cut down on salt once you reach 50. Try not to consume high sodium from instant foods and opt for fresh or frozen vegetables with spices instead to enhance the flavor. This makes it easier to reduce the likelihood of developing chronic conditions like high blood pressure later in life. Number 6. Avoid salt after 50 years old. Salt is essential for maintaining healthy blood pressure and hydration. However, too much salt can harm your health. High salt levels in the body can cause water retention, bloating, elevated blood pressure, and an increased risk of stroke. As we age, our bodies become less able to process sodium efficiently. Hence, it's essential to reduce your intake after the age of 50. Reducing your salt intake doesn't mean you have to sacrifice flavor. There are various ways to make food more flavorful without adding extra salt. Herbs and spices, such as garlic powder or curry powder, work well as natural flavor enhancers without packing on the sodium. Additionally, using vinegar, lemon juice, or even honey can help to create more interesting flavors in your meals. Overall, it is crucial to avoid high sodium content after 50. This can be done by opting for herbs and spices instead of salt, as they provide healthier and more flavorful alternatives. Reducing your salt intake can help reduce the risk of high blood pressure and stroke down the line. We hope this article has helped you better understand the foods you should avoid to maintain a healthy lifestyle as you approach and enter your 50s. Making small changes now can have a significant impact down the road. So be sure to consider our advice and always consult with your doctor before making any major dietary changes. Are there any unhealthy foods that you used to eat but have since stopped because of this article? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. I hope you have learned something from this video. If you like this video, give us a like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you and goodbye.